Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Lunch and Learn episode 4. We're going to talk about building around the busiest schedules today. And boy, do I have a treat for you guys. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. So we'll wait a second. All right, sorry, there I had a little connection issues. If you're just joining me, then very excited to have you here today. We're gonna talk about building around the busiest of schedules. And don't I know this because I am a mom of 3 kids. I sometimes say 4 because I think my husband counts sometimes. So whether you guys are tuning in live or sometime in the future on my YouTube channel, make sure you get subscribed to my YouTube channel, Create Wealth with Tara, because you don't want to miss a single episode. And please share this with someone you know. I don't do any lead capture and I don't do any cross promoting, so you don't have to worry about me trying to steal your people. I don't do that. That's just not who I am. So we're going to talk today. Let's get right in it. Trying to set my phone up here real quick so that I can get you guys on my camera. Sorry about this. All right. So today, oh my gosh, it's backwards. Hold on. Let me see if I can fit it. No. It's backwards. It's going to be backwards. Huh. Well, shoot. I don't know what to do. This is an interesting problem to have. I can't write backwards, so we're going to have to work this out. Okay, well, you guys are going to get the nuts and bolts of it. Maybe I will cut a short video afterwards and post it explaining these things not backwards. How's that? So I think you can see enough to know that we're going to talk about your time, because the one question and the one objection I get the most in my entire 9.5 years in this industry is I don't have time. Well, guys, if you know my story, you know that when I got started in the industry, I was working full time, 40 hours a week with 2 small kids. And my husband was working 40 hours a week. The unbelievable thing was I didn't have time either. If you would have asked me, you know, a year before, I would have said, there's no way I can start a business. There's no way. My plate is already full. And I think that we always just, you know, oh, turn my phone around. Okay, so let me know if that works. Does that work? Oh, it does, Melissa, you're brilliant. Oh my gosh, backwards makes us pay more attention. Okay, well, we'll do this, and it's gonna be a little choppy because I have to actually hold it. So, all right, so everybody has the same 168 hours in a week, right? 24 times 8. So let's just talk about, let's say if you have a full-time job, right? That's 40, we'll give you that. Sleep's important. 56 hours. I think everyone should sleep 8 hours a day. I think people that tell you to sleep less because you want to be a rock star, that's irresponsible. Sleep 7 to 9 hours, and I'm going to give you a full 8. Eat. You're going to spend 20 minutes a meal 3 times a week. Let's give you 7 hours for eating. Exercising 1 hour a day. I don't, but you know what? You might. 7 hours a week. Let's just give you, we're being generous here. Church, maybe 2 hours on Sunday. If you're another religion, I'm Catholic, 2 hours on Sunday, maybe 2 hours of Bible study. If you maybe spend a half day, let's just give you 4 hours for church, you know, whatever. And family time, which is the most important, right? So let's see what we have so far. 96, 114. So let's give you 30 hours of family time. Guys, I love my family, but I'm telling you right now, I don't sit and play tiddlywinks and dominoes for 4 hours a day, 4.5 hours a day with my kids. 30 hours a week for family time is very generous. For all of you moms who don't want your children to hate that you do business, 30 hours a week is very generous. So that leaves us with, let's see, 114, 144. So 168 minus 144 is 24 hours a week. 24 whole hours a week? Well, I can just do, guys, 24 hours, okay? 24 hours. I can tell you right now that you can build an income. When I was working full-time with 2 small kids, I wasn't working 10 hours a week in my business. Maybe, oh, I take that back. Maybe 10 hours a week, maybe 15 on heavy weeks. And I got to $35,000 a month in 15 months. Why? Consistency. Consistency is more important than anything you can do. Consistency, okay? So now we're gonna break it down, and I gotta set the camera up, so give me a second because I gotta go back to the whiteboard, and I will turn it around, guys. I just wanna make sure it's in the screen here. All right, are we clear? Is there anything I'm missing? Work, sleep, eat, exercise, church, family time. Family time includes anything you wanna do with your spouse, date nights, right? Date nights, movie nights, bingo nights, dinner, you know, dinner's and dinner already. We're already doing dinner. Taking a walk, going to the park, that's family time. 30 hours is generous, okay? Maybe you have other things to do. Maybe you have other responsibilities, but I think that I've been pretty generous on all of these categories to show you that even the person working full-time with a family can do this because you still have 24 hours a week. Here's the funny news, guys, is you know what most Americans especially are spending, I don't know the statistics for other countries, you know what most Americans are doing in those 24 hours a week? Watching TV and surfing Facebook and playing Candy Crush. And by Candy Crush, I mean every game on your tablet. That's what most people are doing. So let's get real with, you know, are you really being diligent with your time? So let's talk about breaking it down on what you can do. And I'm going to show you an 8 to 10 hour plan to build your network marketing business if you do this consistently. Ready for this? Da, 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 da. I was prepared for you guys today. So excited. All right. Don't jump ahead on me here. Okay. So I'm going to turn it around so that you can see it because it's all backwards. Whoop. Okay. So Monday through Friday, I gave you optional Saturday and Sunday, right? Let me just make sure this is right. Am I in it? Okay. Just want to make sure that I'm not just getting my whole living room here. You need shush it, Adam. Shush it. All right. Okay. So expose and invite. 10 minutes a day. Guys, the one thing I have to tell you in network marketing is you are not the tool. Oh, but target conversations a half an hour. Don't do that. That's why we have tools. We will give you a chance to do the presenting, but right now, if you just spent 10 minutes a day, a call can be something like this. Hey, it's Tara. I just launched a business. I'm looking for people who want to be customers. I'm also looking for people who are entrepreneurial minded. I want you to take a look at the information. Can you join me Thursday night at 7 o'clock via phone, webinar, Skype, you know, whatever, to hear my information for about 25 to 30 minutes? Yes or no? Great, thank you. Make 5 of those phone calls on Monday, 5 of them on Tuesday, 5 of them on Wednesday. Now let's say you don't want to work Saturday and Sunday. You don't want to work Fridays. That's fine. As an entrepreneur, you get to work when you want, where you want, with who you want. Maybe you do 30, 30, and 30. But this is an hour a week if you're consistently just spending time just inviting people. Sorry, someone was calling me from WhatsApp. That was weird. Melissa, thank you. Tara, we can't see you. Oh. I am so blonde. It's not even funny. I just realized what I did. Okay. Got it. So blonde. See? So blonde it hurts. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm going to go jump on my Facebook to make sure that that's fine. Oh my gosh, I just realized what I did. I turned the camera around, but I didn't turn the camera around. So blonde of me. Thank you guys. Isn't that what's awesome is you don't have to be super tech savvy to be a successful entrepreneur. I hope I just gave all of you a lot of hope. Okay. All right, I'm jumping on my feed live here. So for about 3 minutes, you just saw nothing. And all right, we'll get back to you in 1 second. I almost want to start all over again, but let's not. Okay. This is life. This happens, right? Technology. All right. For about 3 minutes, you just saw nothing. All right, we're good now, right? Melissa, thank you. We're good. Can you guys see me? Can we? You guys good? Melissa, somebody? Thank you. Yes, good. Sorry, I'm watching. We can't see you. Can't see you. Okay, can you guys see me now? Hello? Yes, good. Okay. All right, so expose and invite. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You guys heard the pitch, even though you couldn't see me. You heard. You're just inviting. You should not be closing on the first sale. You should not be answering questions on the first contact. You should not be pitching on the first contact. Hey, what is it? That's what the whole point is I want to get you in front of the information. Guys, if you're brand new, you shouldn't know anything anyway to give any more information in 2 minutes a call. So spend at least an hour a week inviting to a tool, inviting to a webinar, a Zoom, a call, an event. Spend an hour a week inviting. Give me a like if you guys can all spend 1 hour a week inviting, okay? 1 hour a week. Number 2, follow up. Follow up, follow up. If you guys haven't heard episode 3, yesterday was all about follow-up, so we're not going to talk much about it. But hey, it's Tara. You were on my video last night, or you watched the video last night, or you were at my launch call last night. What did you like best, right? What I want to do here is, again, well, Tara, what if I get into a conversation? Don't get into a conversation, because you're brand new. You're building around a busy schedule. I would love to give you some more information. What do you need next? Get information, right? If the presenter did their job on the launch call or the event or the call or the webinar or the Zoom or whatever you're using to present the opportunity, which usually should be 25 to 35 minutes, depending on how complicated your information is, they should have very few questions. Ask them, what questions were you? And then get them on a 3-way call. Oh, I forgot that on here. Calls. 3-way calls. So let's say you get 2 good prospects a week. Put them on 3-way calls. And these are 2 calls, so 15 minutes each. 15 minutes twice a day. If you're doing more than a 15-minute 3-way call, I'll tell you right now, you're still being the tool. Guys, you have to learn how to use tools, videos, websites, things that are widely available to everybody. You cannot spend your time being all the information. Here's why. You only have a few hours a week, and that's not duplicatable. Because people don't want to sit there and go, gosh, do I have to know all that? No. We have videos for that. We have events for that. We have webinars. We have recordings. We have all kinds of websites for that. Don't get into huge conversations. Build rapport, but remember, don't worry about building rapport. You're brand new. These people should be the people you know best. I've never cold called, knocked on doors, bought leads, or put on flyers. Why? Because I called my friends and family. That's it. So, follow up. Can you follow up 1 hour a week? 1 hour a week. And even if they're all 5-minute calls, that's 12 follow-ups a week, right? Calls. Again, 3-way calls. Maybe you do 15 minutes a day, whatever. One day 30. Maybe you even do a few more, right? If you really want to go faster. Depends on your schedule. But I'm giving you an hour a week to do 3-way calls, because your funnel should look like this. Prospects in, presenting, people who are interested in going further, and then ready to get on the phone. It might be, 10 people, might be 2 that after they've seen all the information are highly interested and have quality questions for your upline to answer, or your team to answer, or for you to answer once you feel comfortable in answering that information, right? Spend 15 minutes. After that, you're just in selling mode, and nobody wants to be sold, guys, right? It's more about finding people. So 60 minutes, if you're a real go-getter, you can double that. We'll talk about that in a second. Weekly events. Now, these are optional, but what I would say is one of the commitments that I made when I started my network marketing business was that I was going to be in at least 1 or 2 homes every single week. And guys, I did that for 15 months straight. And the first time that I ever missed being in a home was because I was on a cruise that I won for doing that for, a year and a half, right? Or 15 months. So I'm telling you right now, it was setup, driving, breakdown. This should be your local market. Yes, there will be the rare occasion that you drive an hour each way. The presentation should still no longer be more than an hour with setup, presentation, because after an hour, what are you talking about, right? If you can't get your information out in 20 to 30 minutes with your story, the company information, and a little bit about the business, you shouldn't be giving the whole enchilada the first meeting, right? So 2 hours. So, with Tara, I have to drive an hour each way because I live in the boonies. Great. We'll give you things to do on your drive, like invite, like follow-up, like personal development. I will fill that time. So don't give me any excuses. You're talking to someone who built to a multi-6-figure income in 15 months with no experience, with 2 small kids working full-time. I don't take excuses, okay? This is why I'm doing this. All right, calls, weekly events, be in living rooms, be in front of people. If you guys are using technology, I have a gal on my team, Michelle O'Neill. She just did 72 presentations via Zoom. Zoom is like Skype, but it's way better. And last month, blew through the first 5 ranks of our company. She joined September 1st, blew through 5 ranks of our company, made $6,400 and won an all-expense paid trip for 2 to Cancun by using Zoom. So if you use Zoom, and I'm telling you, our presentations, if you're on my team, I'm not presenting for more than 30 minutes. I could do 4. I could be in 4 living rooms or with 4 separate groups of people, launching 4 separate people in 2 hours a week, okay? This is just being a good use of your time. Now, this is all great. Anyone can learn how to do this stuff. This is like tactics. This is like a monkey can do it, right? No pun intended. You know, a child can do this, right? You can teach anyone how to do this. This is just repetitiveness. But what's going to keep you going and keep you doing this week after week after week, despite rejection, despite failure, despite old feelings and old voices of inadequacy, you know, rejection, ridicule, all those things, is your mindset. You've never been an entrepreneur. You've never been a business owner, right? Or some of you have. That's why your mindset's a little more solid. I think the number one thing that I've done ever was to change the level of my thinking. That's when I went from a 6-figure income to a 7-figure income, when I changed the thoughts in my head. And I started giving myself a new mantra, not the old work for, 40 hours a week for 40 years, but become an entrepreneur, work smart with your time, be more diligent with your time. Don't work hard, work smart, right? I don't want to work 40 hours a week. I don't want to kill myself 80 hours a week. I want to work like a badass for 10 hours a week. Why not, right? Because this is the entire industry where if you invest in people and you do this right and you train people, you shouldn't be working more than 10 hours a week. Because if you build a team of 100 people working 10 hours a week, then you've got 1,000 hours working for you every week. That's called working smart. So you might have to even increase this a little bit in the beginning, but at the end, remember the whole point of building a network marketing business, residual income, is that you're teaching people, and to the degree which you teach them how to be successful, you'll make money. Excuse me, I dropped my pen. All right, so where are we so far? We're good? All right, so reading. 10 minutes a day, guys, 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day. If you're a good reader, that's about 10 pages a day. Even if you just read 10 pages a day, guys, you're gonna read an average of 12 books a year. That would give you the equivalent of a PhD if you were reading any one subject. I recommend 20 to 30, right? Do you want to grow your mindset faster? Do you want to, be a badass entrepreneur faster? Great, read more. Some days I knock out 120 pages, right? Just for the heck of it, because it's still going to pay me more than watching a movie or watching TV or playing a game on my iPad, right? So read 10 minutes a day, that's an hour, right? If you are driving, if you're commuting, listen. Stop worrying about the morning show and the celebrity gossip and the catch up on the sports. Like, turn your drive time into personal development time. You could be wasting 3 hours a week on driving, right? Just go ahead and do your personal development. Or if you're driving to meetings or to meet prospects or whatever, use your time to build your business. Don't tell me you don't have time, but you're sitting there jamming on the radio or listening to the talk show. Don't tell me you don't have time, but you're watching your favorite shows. Don't tell me you don't have time when I see people. That doesn't fly with me. You don't have time. You can't save time. All you can do is spend it differently, because once it's gone, it's gone. All right, watch. Personal development, watch. I love videos. I love to watch things, right? So I go on YouTube quite a bit. And maybe this is something you can use mine, uh-oh. What happened? Ah! Okay, guys, sorry about that. Huh, you better? Okay, so watch. That's why I'm doing this video series. Oh, looks like you guys could see me the whole time and I said the S word, sorry about that. So maybe you watch a YouTube video like Friday nights, Chris will come in and be like, what are you doing? I'll be listening to Brian Tracy or Zig Ziglar or Earl Nightingale. I'll be on YouTube and I'll be taking notes on a Friday night. Half the people I know are out drinking and partying, and I'm sitting there with my headset on in my office watching, reading, learning. So watching is good for me because I'm a visual learner. So that's why I thought I would put out this this Lunch and Learn series, because I want people to have something to watch too. Eric Worre is a great one. I followed him for years, and that's why I go to his events, because he was giving out videos every single day. So watch something. If you have a short attention span, great. Just watch 10 minutes a day. Watch 5 minutes a day. But 1 hour a week, guys. 1 hour a week. You can find 1 hour a week. That's one prime time show for most of you. And then social media. I have been able to leverage the power of social media, posting education, information, inspiration, sometimes funny, a little bit about my life, because I don't want to be all my life, you know, all my kids. You know, entrepreneurs just like, hey, I want something to grasp onto. So I have used my Facebook mostly for business, and it has earned me upwards of probably $500,000 from the people that I've attracted from my Facebook. And some people are really good at Instagram or Twitter or whatever there else is out there. I'm not. I'm really good at Facebook. I'm still trying to figure out the other one. So 10 minutes a day if all you have. So this is right now 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 hours. That's 8 hours. So where could we do more? If you wanted to double your rate of exposure, that's 9 hours. And just put more follow-up, that's 10 hours. So look at this chart and think, okay, I have 12 hours, Tara. This is the bare minimum. This is not going to build your business. This is going to build your mindset, which you can build your mindset while building your business. But what you want to do is you want to do the things that are going to make you money, right? You have to do those, but continue to be growing while you do it. I'm going to tell you that there's only 2 things that make money in network marketing. 2 and only things, no matter what company you're in, what generation, whether you're a 50-year-old company or one that just opened last week, only 2 things earn you money in network marketing. And that is when people buy your product as a customer or your service, and that is when people buy your product as a distributor. That's it. Nothing else. If you got paid to recruit, you'd be in a pyramid scheme. So if you get paid to recruit, you're in a pyramid scheme. You might want to rethink your company, because only product sales can generate commissions in network marketing. So if you want to increase your commissions, you have to increase the amount of time you are in front of prospects presenting information. So the important ones are inviting, presenting, right, weekly events, getting them on calls, which is kind of like an event. So I always say there's 3 things. There's one-on-ones where you're giving the information directly. When you're comfortable, you should be presenting. Your company should have a tool or something that you can follow along in person if you don't have the video, right? Number 2 is 3-way calls, or 2-on-1s. That's in person with you, your prospect, and your upline. 3-way calls is the same thing, but in person, it would be on the phone, like a 3-way call, you, prospect, and your upline. And then there's parties, home meetings, events, whatever you want to call them, hotels, living rooms, and that's when you're getting in front of people. To give them the information, to have them make a decision, oh, do I want to be a customer or do I want to be a distributor? Those are the only things that will make you money. So surfing Facebook doesn't make you money, right? Now, if you're adding value and you're looking to attract people or building funnels or social media for the whole purpose of attracting people, then that's great. But I still think the bare bones, if you could do nothing else, is invite, expose, and follow up. Period, end of story. And do this and do this and do this and start creating your story. And on your journey, just commit to making sure your mindset. This is 8 hours a week. So if you have 12, great. I would recommend doubling up this, and probably an hour here and maybe an hour more here. Like I said, you guys could be presenting all over the world via technology these days. I mean, it's so great. The technology that we have to build our businesses is not the same as when people got into the industry years ago. So I hope this is helpful. I would love to go to Q&A now, and I can turn my phone back around. Ooh. Sorry for all the technical difficulties today, guys. Clearly I was on the wrong internet. All right, questions and answers. Can't see the board or you. Oh, that's old. So is this helpful? Inviting, presenting, follow-up, 3-way calls, closing. That's what the 3-way calls are for. Follow-up is for closing too. Good stuff, amazing what you can do. Yes, Michelle, it's very amazing what you can do, and congratulations on what you did in the last 30 days. What else? Any other questions about this? Guys, I don't want to hear anymore. I don't have time. We all have the same amount of time. To recap, there's 168 hours in a week. What do we talk about here? I know you can't see this, but 40 hours for work, 56 hours to sleep, 7 hours to eat, 7 hours for exercise, 4 hours for church, 30 hours for family time, and you still have 24 hours to build your business. If you want to watch 5 hours or 10 hours of TV, then you still have 19 to 15 to 19 hours to build your business, but I don't want ever anybody to hear I don't have time. You all have time. It's your most precious commodity. How are you going to choose to spend it? I just chose in March of 2007, when I got involved in my first network marketing company, that I was going to make different choices. And making different choices has earned me $3.5 million so far. My worst year being 100,000, my best year being 825,000. All because I made a decision to turn off my TV. If your TV isn't paying you $825,000 a year, I don't care how much you love your show, you're making a decision to watch TV, which by the way are actors who had a lifelong dream of acting, who are fake, doing fake things in front of you to entertain you, and they're living the dream instead of you going out and turning it off and going and living your dream. Same thing with sports. I stopped watching sports. Okay, I didn't stop completely. I do watch the Warriors. God, they're so good. But I don't watch the whole game. I just watch usually the last quarter or last whatever it is. Because they're just people that are living their dreams. I would rather be out living my dream, changing lives, doing the two things that I'm going to spend the rest of my life doing, is helping people get healthy through products and education, and helping create entrepreneurs. So, any questions, you guys? I would love to answer any questions. I'm not seeing any of the questions. And I will take a picture and I will post this so I can write the weekly. Can I see the board, please? Yes, I will put the board back around. I will do a close-up on the board too, because here's the board, you guys. Expose, follow up, expose and invite, follow up calls, like meaning three-way calls, weekly events, reading, watching, and social media. 10 hours a day for most of them. There you go. And you can always pause the video, Jane, and so you can pause it and then write it down. And this is recorded, so you can go back to it at any time. Any other questions? I'm just going through the feed here. Don't be a tool. Yes, do not be a tool. Don't be a tool. The whole beauty of this is duplication. And if you're the tool and you sound like a ridiculous scientist, or you sound like a technology genius, the average Joe who's working 40, 50 hours a week, barely making ends meet, barely seeing their spouse and their children, are going to say, I can't do this. But if you can send a video, or you can invite people in 10 minutes a day to a call, to a webinar, to a video, to take a look at the tool and look at the information, then we have something that's duplicatable. 10 hours a day, 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day, Rochelle, good question. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. If you guys are dialing in late, it's like, hey, it's Tara, I got information for you. I would love for you to get on a call or come to a meeting or something. I share some information about something I'm doing. Can I expect you to be there? An invitation, guys, should not be a sales call. It's an invitation. Hey, I got 40 other people to call. Can I see you on Thursday? And then, you might want to send a text reminder to make sure, hey, the call's starting in 20 minutes or whatever, and do something to kind of to say, why should you be on this call? So, okay, for the sake of people who are watching this in the future, I'm going to end the training, but I'd like to go for Q&A. If you guys have any good questions you think that can benefit everyone, you are good now, Blondie. Thanks, Brandy. You guys are so funny. 10 minutes a day, make 5 calls. Yes, yes, yes. It comes in a weird order, so I apologize. It's like there's no rhyme or reason how it comes in. Any other question? I'm gonna scroll through here. Hi, Dave Ives. Oh my gosh, look at all these people. Hey, Cheryl. All right, so guys, I will also I'll post a picture of this, and it's not very neat. I did it very quickly, but I'll post a picture in maybe I'll even make a cute little chart or something about all this that you guys can grab from the comment section here when I'm done. So anyway, well, thank you guys for joining in. I don't see any other questions. I appreciate all of you guys being on. I'm just gonna scroll one last time. No other questions? Okay, well good. That means my training was good today if you have no questions. But bottom line is, you can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both. Everybody has time. I was very generous when showing you what I do with my 160 hours a week. If you want to be professional and You know, what I say is your plan A should be your plan A. Do as much as you can, make sacrifices. And it did get harder. It did get harder as my team grew and I had to do more activities and I was called to be in more calls and more living rooms. Yes, it did get harder. But it was only for a very short amount of time. I want to say 2 months. And then I was able to replace my income and quit my job and do this full time. So I increased what I did in every category. I started making more invitation calls. I started making more events. I started flying to my markets, all with my time. I just put more of my time in. I didn't say, oh, woo, I got 40 hours free. I'm only working 20 and I can go to the mall for 20 hours a week. I didn't do that. I just invested another 20 hours in my business. And that's how I've built 4 companies to the top ranks of the company because of time. So we all have the time. You just have to spend it better. So thank you guys. Mwah. I love you, and share this with someone you need it. And do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Create Wealth with Tara, or just go to Tara Wilson. And you can find my channel on YouTube so you never miss an episode. Thank you guys for joining in, and I will see you tomorrow.